Now at 99% more proper pronunciation, it's New Super Mario Bros. Wii, the Ascetic Challenge. So hey everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood capitalist, and welcome to, as I mentioned, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, the Ascetic Challenge. Kind of ironic when you really think of my username, huh? Anyway, for those of you who aren't aware of this kind of challenge, and yeah, you probably aren't aware of this kind of challenge, an ascetic challenge of any video game is when you pretty much try not to get any points whatsoever. But yeah, for Mario, this means no power-ups in the stage, no killing enemies, no collecting coins, just, nothing that can give you points during a stage. Now, of course, this is rather impossible to do in any Mario game unless you hack into the system because, of course, there are, goal points and bosses that you will have to beat every now and then, but those are the only exceptions. I also threw in one little exception myself, and, yeah, it's a bit cheap, but it's the only way to do some of these stages without getting any points, and that's using a power-up before I enter the stage by accessing the menu. So yeah, pretty much I'm just gonna play through this game like normal, on a already completed file, 100%, yeah. For the most part, I'm gonna try and keep this as pure as possible. So yeah, with this awkward intro done, let's go ahead and get into the action with World 1. Alright, so we're kicking things off with World 1-1, of course. I mean, what better place to start than the start? That was bad. But yeah, this level, it's pretty easy to just breeze through it, not having to worry about too much. There's this little tricky part right there, but other than that, it's not that bad. A well-timed triple jump probably could have made that too, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Plus, I'm not too good at my triple jumps. And this part always gave me a lot of trouble, but it's actually possible to just jump through there and do the little spin to keep some air going. Yeah, for the longest I was just trying to time a really good triple jump through the gap in the coins. It's like, wait, it's impossible to do it this way. Either that or somebody who's a lot better than me in Mario could probably pull it off. I mean, I consider myself fairly good at New Super Mario Bros., but I don't think I'm the best. I mean, I've had my fair share of trouble. And yeah, of course, you get points on the goal, but it can't be helped. At least I try to get the lowest number of points possible. So yeah, that was World 1-1. Already, we're off to some easy stuff. Up next, the second level. This one has a little tricky spot at the beginning, and I thought it was truly impossible to, truly make this level, truly finish this level in an ascetic fashion. I can't talk. But, yeah, it's possible. You just have to, be ready to spin the moment you get out of the pipe. For the longest, I just thought it was impossible, but the rest of the stage you could do as normal, but hey, I finally managed to do it. So chalk up another level to actually being completable in an ascetic fashion. But yeah, after that, it's pretty much standard fare going forward. Just, well, you have me taking my time. I'm just playing like a coward. I can't help it. I get scared around piranha plants. I just do. So I have to make sure they aren't going to come out and bite my feet, thus killing Mario. Seriously, that has to be a really bad way to go, having a plant bite your foot. And again, most plants don't have teeth. Alright, I really have no clue where I'm going with this. But yeah, we're at a little tricky spot right here. I have no clue why I was trying to do a wall jump there. It's really easy if you just do a very tiny jump. I was just showing off there, I guess. I don't know. And I don't even know why I was taking my time around that piranha plant. There was no way he could have even hit me. I'm small Mario. I don't have much to worry about. And I don't know if getting the red ring itself gives you points, but I wasn't about to mess up that rather nice run to test it out. And, yep, that's level 2 complete. I'm probably going to use world and level interchangeably throughout this, and yeah, I can't help that fact. I apologize. But yeah, so far, it's still, pretty much smooth sailing with these levels. Up next, level 3 of World 1. This one is a bit tough, but it's fully possible. But yeah, it's tough because of the Hammer Bros. But I'm actually finding myself better able to deal with them now. Like, I used to be so intimidated by Hammer Bros. Like, oh my god, so many hammers. I don't know how to deal with this. But if you just, keep a safe distance, monitor their actions, and just stay calm, you don't really have much to worry about. Now it's when two are together at once that you really have to watch yourself, but it's still standard fare. Just wait for a gap in the hammers and you'll be fine. But yeah, most of my deaths when trying to finish this level was at the hands of Hammer Bros. They're just so annoying. I can't stand them. Well, they're a lot better than Boomerang Bros, because with Boomerang Bros, you gotta watch out 2 times. Because, yeah, boomerangs, they come back. This area, really annoying. I probably could have just breezed through it, but like I said, I'm just playing super carefully. Somebody a lot better than me could probably do these a lot quicker and in a more spectacular fashion, but hey, I'm just here to complete them. I'm not here to show off. Except some instances when I do show off. And sometimes it costs me dearly. Well, yeah, after you get past those 2 tricky Hammer Bros at the end, it's standard fare from there on out. Well, I mean, of course it is. It's, what, 1 gap and a few coins that are easy to dodge? Yeah. So anyway, we come up to the first fortress of the game, and the first instance where I had to use an outside power-up, the Propeller Suit. I truly believe this is impossible to complete without a power-up, or, well, complete ascetically. Is that a proper adverb? Ascetically? Well, I'm making it up today, but yeah, I think it really is impossible to do so without a power-up. And right here, I was just trying to, have the dry bones up top show up on screen just to mess up their little pattern so I could easily get up there with the suit. Didn't want to jump into them, by accident. But yeah, there's some coins and some tricky spots here, and I just found it best to, instead of trying to do insane triple jump and wall jumping shenanigans, it's best to just use a propeller suit. And of course, it's impossible to get a propeller suit in a true ascetic run because, well, you can't get any power-ups and you can't collect any star coins to, open up the toad houses. But hey, I tried my best. But still, you have to watch out too. Like, you can't just propeller jump willy-nilly because you might accidentally jump up into some coins. That happened quite a bit when I was trying to get a good run of this. But all in all, I think I did pretty well. But you'll come up to, like, one spot is coming up in particular that I think is just entirely impossible to do as just regular small Mario. Maybe it is. Maybe there's somebody out there who could prove me wrong. But right here, I don't know. I just don't see this occurring unless you have like a pixel perfect jump between the gaps of the coins. But, yep, made it to the end. Made it to the end. And, like I said, of course, you get points off of the bosses. So, yeah, theoretically, this isn't a true ascetic run, but, I mean, you're come on. You get points off the bosses. If that was the case, you would not be able to actually complete the game. But there is a hack out there for Super Mario World that, like, makes it so that if you get a point off of anything that's not a boss, you die automatically. So collect a coin, you die. Kill an enemy, you die. Get a power-up, you die. But there is like a little thing where you tap a button and it turns off the one-hit kill thing. But that's only for like P-switches and stuff when you need to get a coin to go through one area to get to a door. And then after that, you hit the button, turn the rules back on, and then you just complete the game as normal. So now we come up to the first water level, and yeah. I don't know why, this one gave me a lot of trouble when it's not all that hard. It was just, I don't know, I get jumpy around cheeps. They intimidate me so for fish that just do nothing but swim. Oh yeah, going back to the Super Mario World hack, I was actually contemplating doing that if I figured this was just near impossible to do. At the same time, there are some things you have to do in some of the levels in Super Mario World to complete the levels in an ascetic fashion, and yeah, like, I am not good at Super Mario World at all, so that would have been just a struggle. Seriously, I just beat Super Mario World for the first time last year. It was Roy's Castle, man. It was just too much for me. And yes, I did play Super Mario World as a kid, and it just took me so long to beat it. Yeah, but alright, back to this level. You just have to really take your time. Don't rush too far ahead. Don't let the clam kill you, as I almost did right there, and yeah, just slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes it's best to just wait for the fish to pass instead of trying to outswim them. I mean, they're fish. Of course they should be able to outswim you. Yeah, just simple stuff really for this level. Just take your time, don't be too hasty. It was this part right here that gave me a lot of trouble, because yeah, those blue cheeps, they chase after you. And I don't know why, I just couldn't juke them out for some reason. Like, even if this wasn't an ascetic run, I would still have to find a way to get past them, you know, normally, unless I had a fire flower, but yeah. Well, actually, I gotta test that out. Like, is it possible to use a fire flower and just hit an enemy with a fireball, but not collect the coin? Because I don't think you get points off of just getting them with the ball. But, like, of course, if you pick up the coin, there's a point right there. And, yeah, it couldn't be helped. That Koopa was on screen when I grabbed the flagpole, so yeah, that's an extra 1,000 points, but whatever, couldn't be avoided. Anyway, up next we have this level. Full disclosure for this level, in this video I used 2 different runs of this level because I was just stuck on this for about half an hour. Like, I can do this first half of the level fine, no worries, without getting any points. But it's like, once I get up to that midpoint, everything past that, I was just so on edge and worrisome. And like, at one point I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna get the midpoint, and then I'm gonna go back, touch a Koopa to lose the power-up, and then just go through the level like normal. And lo and behold, I managed to actually, like, beat the level first try after I got the midpoint and then hurt myself. So yeah, right here we should be switching, because with this, you want to wait for the Koopa to get in a good spot and for the music to not screw you over, because of course with the new Super Mario Brothers series, the enemies like to stop and jump whenever there's a ba in the music. And that screwed me up so many times, because you have to time that tiny jump over that Koopa in such a way so that, like, you know, he's moving towards you, you jump over him, and you don't touch any coins. And there were so many times he caught me with that little, like, you know, stop when he has to, you know, jump to the music, and it just messed up the timing. But once you get past that point, it's really simplistic from there on out. You just have to, like, really time your jumps on the rotating platforms and you'll be fine. That level's more stressful than anything. It's just not all that hard, aside from that one problem spot. But, you know, if you're trying to go for it in one go, you have that added stress from the beginning of the level, like having to constantly go back and repeat that, and yeah. So as you can see, for this level, I got another propeller suit. But specifically for this point right here, it probably is possible to, like, constantly keep jumping on that in between the gaps in the coins, but I'm just nowhere near good enough to even contemplate doing that. So yeah, I kind of cheesed it through this level with the propeller suit. Forgive me, but yeah, it couldn't be helped. Well, maybe it could have, I don't know. But yeah, maybe somebody out there is better than me who could, like, actually do this while constantly jumping, but I'm just not good enough to do it. I'm really not. Also, I was being careful to not do the little drill stomp thing, because yeah, I think you can get points off of the blocks if you do that from the top too, so yeah. I don't know, part of me feels kind of bad for relying on the propeller suit so much throughout this level when it wasn't really necessary aside from the very first part, but yeah, whatever. Other than that, simple stuff. I would like to see somebody actually complete this without a propeller suit. Like I said, I think it's possible, but it's just not possible for me with my current skill set. And finally, we come to the castle of World 1. This, honestly, is probably about as easy as the first level to do, well, complete in an ascetic fashion. Aside from the boss, of course, but, you know, can't be helped. But yeah, there's really nothing much to this level. You just have to take your time and not get any coins, which is a common strategy for many an ascetic level. But yeah, I mean, it's you just have to have common sense right here. That's pretty much it. There's nothing too tricky you have to worry about. Although, like, I was kind of scared of landing on that dry bones. Don't want to get any points here. Really don't have much else to say about this level, though. It's simple stuff. There's nothing to watch out for at all. Just don't be stupid around the dry bones. That's it. Oh, well, okay, yeah, I just kind of take that back. This is a little tricky spot too, but not really. And of course you have thwomps. I don't know why I was being so scared by the thwomps here. I probably could have just cheesed through this entire area and I had no worries whatsoever, but I don't know, I was just really worried for some reason. Like here, I'm trying to get him to go back down. If I was going at a full out run, I probably could have just made it past him. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which road you take there. Either way, you can get through without getting any coins. But right here is where you really just want to like keep running non-stop, and yeah, you'll make it through just fine. Well, that's even if this wasn't an ascetic run. You would theoretically just run through there and hope you don't get hit. Such a sad fate that Dry Bones has, just walking back and forth across that platform for all eternity. And it's not like he's gonna die because he's already dead. Or do they die again when they fall into lava? I don't know. Why am I questioning this? I really don't know about that either. But hey, at least we're coming up to the second fight against Larry? Is this Larry? I think it's Larry. I need to see the hair again. Come on, Mario, or past me. Hurry up. I must determine which Koopaling this is without looking it up. And yeah, that's Larry. Larry has the blue hair. Alright. I just had to figure that out for me. Just to calm myself down so I wouldn't be facing some inner turmoil like, damn it, what was that Koopaling's name? And yeah, this fight, it's just simple stuff. I mean, it's Larry. It's Larry. It's nothing to worry about here. It's just Larry with all these platforms going to and fro. Nothing major. I was just playing really cowardly here because I didn't want to die and have to do the stage all over again. Side note, an ascetic run would be like really freaking impossible in New Super Mario Bros. 2. That's something I really want to see, but I think that's just fully impossible. Like even on the first stage, there's nothing you can do about it because the game just throws coins at you. I mean, hell, that's the point of the game. They want you to get to 1,000,000 coins. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's the end of World 1. I'm kind of rambling on now, so yeah, just going to end the video here. See you all next time for World 2, where things get a little bit tougher. Goodbye.